It's been 2 months since Maya left the office. 2 months without a single trial. I've had offers, but none I took. That is, until the day that girl showed up. Why do I come here to the office every day? It's not like I want to work. There you are! Finally! Where have you been? My sister's trial is tomorrow! Who are you? It doesn't matter who I am. It only matters who you are. The famous defense attorney, Mia Fey. Oh, you're not Mia Fey, are you? I'm sorry, but Miss Mia Fey no longer, works here. So, you are the coffee boy? I'm Phoenix Wright, a defense attorney. Right. Wait! You're the Phoenix Wright? The Phoenix Wright from the Edgeworth murder case? Yes, that's correct. Wasn't Edgeworth who was murdered, though? Oh, that's a relief, then. You're better than nobody. I'm sorry, I'm afraid I'm not taking cases right now. But you are Phoenix Wright, right? The undefeated defense attorney? Look, I'm not accepting any new cases. I'm sorry, but you'll have to try elsewhere. Please! I'm out of time! But, please, you have to help. It's my sister. Maya? Could it be? Okay, I'll hear you out. Really? Oh, thank you so much! My name's Emma. Emma Skye. I'm a scientific investigator. Scientific investigator? Oh, I guess we have someone new. What's up, everyone? This is Destroyer229, and welcome back to Let's Play Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. Last time, we got to the end of the 4th chapter and found out what exactly was going on, both with what happened on Gourd Lake, as well as DL6. It seemed like that there would be, like, should have been the end of the game, and then we have a new chapter. So I'm guessing, like, was there a 5th chapter that was added to the DS version? Because all the other chapters before were all more so just still frames and just panning. Whereas this one definitely had more animation to it, which was, I don't know, it just kind of reminded me of the DS. Oh well. In this episode, we're starting on the 5th case, where we have a brand new person, Emma Skye. So, Maya's gone. We have a new person here. Really hard to come up with new voices for young women, but you know what? I'm trying to make it work so that way it doesn't just all sound like Maya. And I'm not sure how good I'm doing. Emma, was it? So, you're a scientific investigator? Yes, that's right. Is something wrong? No, it's just, you seem kind of, jumpy. Or maybe just young? Young? I'll be 16 years old this year. Oh, I see. Wait, only 16? I'm set to be formally assigned in forensics in 3 more years. My work is becoming quite well known. At my age, no less. So what exactly is your current position then?
Well, legally speaking, I guess you'd call me an 11th grader. But I'm ready to do my job, at any age, no less.
Great, another future professional in training. Great. So, just like Maya, but with science instead of spirituality, which I'm guessing would have been religion before. So what's this about a case? You said the trial's tomorrow.
My sister didn't do it! She wouldn't stab someone with a knife! She wouldn't!
So it's a murder case.
I don't care if there's a witness who saw her do it! She didn't do it! I know she didn't do it! It's a scientific fact.
And there's a witness.
Just talk to her! You have to talk to her!
Right, I suppose I will.
I promised her I'd bring Mia Fey, but...
That's interesting. How would she know Mia? Also, why would she not know that Mia had died? What would it be, 5 months at this point? It takes place in February. Mia died back in September. So yeah, that would have been 5 months ago. So you want to be a scientific investigator when you grow up then?
Excuse me? I'm not a child, I'll have you know.
Still, it's good to have a goal, albeit a very unusual one.
I believe investigation should be done scientifically. Don't you?
Yeah? Sure can't falter for a lack of enthusiasm.
If this case is handled scientifically, I'm sure my sister's name will be cleared.
Your sister?
I've been doing research, you know. I'm developing a new scientific method of case investigation. I'll show you when I'm done.
I'm looking forward to it. Guess I should get down to the detention center and talk to her sister. Okay, but before that...
My sister asked for Mia specifically. This Mia Fey person was a few years below her in school.
So they went to the same school, huh? Ah, okay.
She always told me to go to Mia if I ever needed a defense attorney.
Wow, that sounds exactly... This kind of sounds like what Maya went through.
And, well, I need one.
Incidentally, Mia is a woman?
Now that you mention it, I guess it is more of a woman's name than the man's.
Well, it's nice of you to help your sister out like this. You must be close. Hmm?
Well, actually, when she gets like she is now, I kind of hate her.
Huh?
But she's my only family.
Your only family? What about your parents?
They died in a car accident when I was little.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Well... Do we have... Yeah, of course not. I didn't think so. Well, I guess nothing else to do but go to the detention center. I wonder what's wrong with Emma. She got quiet all of a sudden as soon as we arrived.
Guard, I thought I told you I didn't want visitors.
Sorry, ma'am, it's just your sister.
No excuses! Or did you not want a raise this year,
Understood, ma'am. What was that all about?
Hi, Lana? Funny. I seem to remember specifically telling you not to come here. Perhaps my memory is failing? Look, I didn't want to come here either, okay? But your trial's tomorrow, and you still don't have a defense attorney.
I'll be the one in court tomorrow. This has nothing to do with you, Emma.
Isn't that right, Mr. Wright?
Hey, how would you know me?
Mia mentioned you. I've heard quite a bit.
I'm sorry. What exactly is it that you do?
My name is Lana. Lana Skye.
I'm chief prosecutor for this district.
You're a prosecutor?
Two sisters, one a lawyer. Could this be a coincidence? Emma, Lana, I mean, they're just like... Is something wrong, Mr. Wright? Okay, so this is very much setting up to be a parallel. I mean, it's kind of a parallel with the second chapter, except Mia was killed as opposed to being on trial. But still, they're definitely pulling in a lot of parallels between the two. There's something you should know from the start. Which is, the suspect in this case has confessed to the crime.
Huh?
Well, wait! But the suspect is... Me. I did it. Well, Mr. Wright? Well, why don't you begin by telling me exactly what happened? The crime took place yesterday, February 21st at 5:15 p.m. That's quite specific. It was in the witness's deposition. A witness clearly saw me committing the crime. That was a bit of bad luck, wasn't it? The crime took place in the underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. The body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car. Prosecutor's office, huh? Your subordinate's car trunk? Classy. I was arrested on the spot. Caught red-handed, as it were. Well, that's just great. Pretty open and shut case right there. So who is the victim? An investigator with the police department. I suppose the correct term is detective. A detective? Death was due to a loss of blood. He was stabbed once in the stomach. By you? Death wasn't immediate, but the wound was fatal. I see. Allow me to repeat myself, Mr. Wright. The victim was a detective. You know what that means, don't you? Uh-oh. What? What, Mr. Wright? What does that mean? Well, it means the police department will consider it a matter of pride to have me found guilty. They will use any means at their disposal to do so. This case gets worse and worse with everything I hear. Yeah, I'm getting the suspicion that Phoenix really shouldn't take this one on. So you're the chief prosecutor? That is correct. I'm responsible for overseeing every trial handled by prosecutors in this district. I make sure the prosecutors have what they need to do the job and manage every aspect. Those are my responsibilities, in a nutshell. That's an awfully large nutshell. Still, I'm a little surprised. I would have think you'd recognize the district's chief prosecutor, Mr. Wright. Huh? In fact, it seems impossible you wouldn't. Lana? What happened to your hand? Oh, this? I cut myself by accident. When I stabbed him, that is. Huh? I'm not very good at being a criminal, I suppose.
How am I supposed to defend this?
Time to change the subject. Wait. She was in the class ahead of Mia, wasn't she? That would be pretty good to kind of establish what connection that she has to Mia. Especially since she said go to Mia. But maybe she just hadn't talked to Emma in 5 months? You were in school with Mia, correct? A few years above her? Emma told you that too, did she? Well, why not? I did drag him all the way here from his office. Although it seems he has very little in common with Mia.
Hey!
It was in law school. I was in my 3rd year and she was auditing the class. She was different than the other students. Different? She was strong. She'd do anything to become a defense attorney. Anything. That was probably why she was attracted to me.
Excuse me?
Intellectually attracted. Lana was top of her class in school. I was the best there was. Oh. Yeah, I'm about to say, back when this game came out, I realized that sort of thing is becoming more common nowadays, which, good, but, yeah, back in like 2003, 2004, yeah, not exactly the most common thing. But yeah, they're very much clarifying.
I'm doing pretty well in school too, by the way.
Sounds a bit different when Emma says it.
Well, Mr. Wright,
Excuse me?
as you can plainly see, I'm admitting my guilt. I think it's safe to say there's no way you can take this case. None. But Lana! Why? Why are you doing this to me? You never think of anyone but yourself. I know you didn't do it, Lana. I know. So how can you say you did? If I lose you, I'll be all alone. I hate you, Lana! Mr. Wright?
Yes?
I believe our discussion here is ended. The rest, I leave to you.
You mean you're requesting my services as your defense?
Don't you lose any sleep over it. Your client has confessed after all. The case is over.
Right. Well, I'll do what I can to get to the bottom of this.
Lana has confessed to the crime, yes, but something doesn't fit. It's that look in Emma's eyes. There's something else going on here, and I'm gonna find out what. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright.
Huh? About what?
My sister. She's not always like that, you know?
I just never expected to be defending another prosecutor again.
She's changed a lot. She used to be so gentle, always smiling. Everyone liked her.
I see. Sorry, but I'm having trouble imagining that. What happened to her?
I don't know for certain myself. I think maybe she... well, maybe not.
As long as there's something there that defies a simple scientific explanation. Let's go check out this underground parking at the prosecutor's office, shall we?
Okay.
Okay, well, nothing more we can talk to Emma about. So, off to the parking lot. So this is the lot where it all happened.
Looks like they're still investigating.
Funny, that was my first visit to the Funny that my first visit to the prosecutor's office should be like this.
Hey everyone! Keep up the good work!
Hey! What are you thinking?
Well, they are going to be my co-workers 3 years from now, after all. No harm in saying hello.
Actually, there is. You know attorneys aren't supposed to examine crime scenes? I'm trying to not stand out too much here, see? Hey there! You expecting to go unnoticed here, partner?
Partner?
Oh, for a second I thought that was Gumshoe. I need a very different voice for him.
What do we have here? Looks like a bambina got loose from the ranch and is up to no good. Folks gotta learn to keep them doggies tied down, partner. Mr. Marshall!
Excuse me, why is he trimming what few hairs he has with a knife? Marshall? Looks more like a sheriff to me.
Looky here, Bambina. I know how you feel, but this is my gang's gold strike, see? Strike? This is our claim, our territory, with a mudload of evidence. If you're fixing to mess with what's ours, you'll regret it, partner. You know what dreams the cacti on the desert dream? You want to?
What's this guy talking about?
You head along home now. Happy trails, Bambina.
Was that, hombre a friend of yours?
Kind of, sort of. Yeah. He's a detective.
Who thinks he's a sheriff from the Wild West, it seems? Okay, we can also slide over. Okay, so that's obviously where the main crime scene is. We can look around here. What the heck's this? What's this? A wallet? Excuse me, officer?
Wait! What are you doing, Mr. Wright?
What am I doing? I just found this wallet, so I'm handing it over to the police.
I don't believe it. This is real basic. Anything at the crime scene is evidence. Let's be scientific about this, please. Just put it in your pocket.
How is that scientific? Sounds like theft to me. Okay, well, I found a wallet, and now I stole it.
I'm called to duty already at my tender age. Here, I'll teach you the trick to examining evidence in detail, okay?
By the way, her eyes are sparkling. I can tell she's been waiting for this.
Okay, now, look at the court record.
Okay.
You have to be sure to examine evidence carefully on all sides. Now let's start examining from every angle.
Okay.
Oh, look! I think there might be a clue here. You should check it out with the press of the A button.
What, you mean just opening it? This feels very DS-like. This is an ID card. Sergeant Bruce Goodman, ID number 5842189.
See? Well, isn't scientific investigation useful?
I guess. Though I don't see what science has to do with it. Okay, Goodman's ID. Okay.
Let's be sure to examine every piece of evidence we find.
I guess I've got to be on my toes from now on. Okay, so... Huh. Can look here, police department, zoom in, except the text is all blurry, so I can't actually tell anything from it. Huh. Yeah, this feels very much like I would move this with, like, the DS. The fact that it's all, like, 3D movement, whereas everything else in this game so far has been pretty stiff movements. Aside from just... Well, I mean, even when there is animation, it's been kind of stiff. This feels very fluid. It's very different from everything else. What? Oh. A ladder?
Aha! A ladder!
That's a step ladder.
What's the difference? In scientific terms, please?
Scientific, huh?
Look at the basic nature of things, Mr. Wright.
This all seems so horribly familiar somehow. Someone said that that's basically like a running gag in the whole series, and I don't understand why. What, everyone says it's a ladder, and Phoenix says, actually, it's a step ladder. To which everyone's else response is, okay.
Here, a phone. Let's see if it works.
Hey, don't touch stuff we don't need to be touching.
I can't hear anything. My ears! No, my ears! Maybe it's due to the barometric pressure.
What is she babbling about?
Hey, did you just say?
See, you can hear just fine. The phone's broken. Okay, phone is broken. That's interesting. Oh, hello. What is this?
Well, no time to waste. Let's get hunting for clues. I wonder what this is.
Well, partner, looks like you got no intention of going home quietly. The sheriff! Like I said before, this here's our claim. You'd best be moseying along, unless you're fixing to bite the bullet.
Ah!
Scary.
Could you just tell us one thing? Who owns that car?
Well, the little filly's got a good nose on her. You wanna know who rides that red Mustang in the body of her saddle, eh?
Please?
No problem, partner. About time for Vitalies, anyway. Get yourself to the saloon up on the 12th floor of the prospector's office. Might just find you a cerveza you like. Prospector's office? Where does this guy think he is? And when, for that matter? Note to self, look up Vitally Saloon Cerveza. Maybe we should check out room 1202. The High Prosecutor's office. In any case, stay away from the car. You can look around here all you like. Just keep your paws off our claim. Right, great.
Great! Maybe there are some clues around here, Mr. Wright. Let's check it out.
Excuse me? Were you two all set?
Us?
Oh, another person! Jeez, it's hard to tell when it's just question mark, question mark, question mark. What's this? She couldn't be.
You're selling lunches? Here? This is a crime scene.
Oh, she has a bento box!
Hello? Half and half, was it? Oh, thanks. And you, sir?
Yes?
Some crunchy goodness coming at you.
Thanks? Interesting way of doing business.
This area is off limits to anyone without clearance, especially passers-by. Or are you officers? No, but you don't look like the type to have clearance. Well, that's hardly a way to greet someone, even if my days as the cough-up queen are over.
Cough up? Huh?
You know, I'm feeling kind of full. Maybe I'll pass on lunch. I'm quite connected to this case, you see. The images are burned into my eyes, you might say. Yes, all the sordid secrets. Secrets? Dear me, you are a slow one, aren't you?
I'm referring to the murder, the stabbing of that detective. What? A witness clearly saw me committing the crime.
You mean you're the witness my sister was talking about?
Please, cough up queen, tell us what happened.
The name is Angel Star. Don't you go forgetting it. Or before you know it,
I'll have you whimpering at my heels. Yes, ma'am. She means it. Okay, this just gets weirder and weirder. Well, we at least have the witness.
Somehow, I knew. Yesterday was a day of destiny. I knew something was going to happen. Just like I know that the daily special on Friday every week is salmon.
Destiny? Was yesterday special for some reason?
You're a defense attorney, right? You should know then. You should know the foul misdeeds of the evil ones who haunt this den of inequity. Evil ones? Prosecutors. They have no qualms at all about blackening the name of innocence. And yesterday they paid homage to the most evil one of all. They gave an award for King of Prosecutors. What a farce. So she's saying there was some sort of prosecutors convention yesterday. I was almost compelled to lace their lunches with something foul. Do you have a personal grievance against prosecutors or something? Or is there some kind of scientific evidence for this, evil? Young miss,
Mock me at your own risk. You'll soon find out why they call me the cough-up queen.
Ew! The most heinous of all the evil ones, the one they awarded yesterday.
It was in his car that they found the body. Proof that he devours the evilest lunches of all.
Really?
Really what? I'm totally confused. One thing's clear, this lunch lady has a thing against prosecutors. Which might mean that she's biased. So what exactly was it that you witnessed, Miss Star? It was a fascinating spectacle, to be sure. I now feel I know what they say when they talk about a woman's wrath. To see Lana Skye wield that knife so. Her knife flashed in anger, bringing him to a sad end. It was truly a sight to see.
You mean you saw the very moment of the crime?
The sound of his silvery ties to this world being cruelly cut still rings in my ears. And the rhythmic beat of Lana Skye's knife.
Wait a second, you know Lana Skye?
Huh, of course. It's quite a feat, becoming chief prosecutor. How many lunchboxes of sin did she pack to make that journey? I wonder.
She always travels light.
Now, why would this pretty young lunch lady know the chief prosecutor's name?
Well, I mean, has to have a reason to be here.
Could we ask you a bit about yourself, Miss Star? I come here every day to sell lunches. I import only the freshest and best from the Far East. For some reason, the box lunches are a hit here. Why not make the lunches here rather than import them? Did you say something?
No?
Only true connoisseurs can understand. The kind you can only tell someone who has tried General Tso's Trilobite lunch set. Never mind, you win.
I don't even want to appreciate part of a Trilobite's flavor.
Anyway, I come here every day to sell lunches. My boyfriend works in the security room here at the prosecutor's office.
Your boyfriend?
See the security room over there?
The glass-walled booth?
I sell my lunches around, and since I'm here anyway, I drop in to see him.
Since you're here anyway, I guess selling lunches is more important than romance.
So to scientifically analyze the data available so far, you, Miss Star,
are a lunch vendor with an ulterior motive for coming here. Useful analysis. Not. I mean, she sells lunches here, and she has a way in. That's pretty much all that we really need to know. Did you have a bad experience with a prosecutor, Miss Star? I sense some hostility.
Hostility? Perhaps. Prosecutors are all alike, and the bigger they get, the worse they smell. Kind of like 10-day-old clams in the chowder.
I wonder if Miss Star was involved in some sort of legal trouble in the past.
That'd be a sure case of food poisoning, scientifically speaking, of course. I mean, now you're talking, cough-up queen.
I thought she was just a lunch vendor, but now I'm not so sure. Yeah, I'm thinking, it's like, is she some sort of assassin or something? I also can't pan the camera anymore. So... Actually, we're good for time. Wow, I didn't realize how far. It feels like we've barely gotten anywhere in this. But, you know what? We're good to call it a day here. So, next time on Let's Play Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. We're still trying to get a handle on everything here. We have a few key players here. We have Emma, who is basically our Maya substitute. Lana, who is the person that we're defending and is also chief prosecutor. And Lana has ties to Mia. We have Marshall, who's the sheriff-looking detective, which why he's here and not Gumshoe, I'm not entirely sure. And Miss Star here, who is a food vendor with a grudge against prosecutors despite selling food to them. We also have only one piece of evidence here. We really don't have a whole lot to go off of, to be honest. But we have a Mr. Goodman here.
So there's still a lot that we need to figure out, but hopefully we'll get some more pieces next time. So, until then, everyone, take care.